Good morning and welcome to the class of 2022 graduation. I'm Mason Odom and I'll be starting off with an introduction to our I Believe statements. In sixth grade, the students are assigned to create a list of 30 things they believe in. Some of this inspiration comes from a popular author named Jacqueline Woodson. She wrote a list of things she believes in for her book, Ground Zero Dreaming, which connected to both her identity and community. To honor Linda Churchwell Varga, a former teacher at New City who started this project years ago and has had a powerful impact on this community, I'm going to share a line from her list of things she believes in. Linda said, "I believe no one should discriminate on things people can't help." This assignment gave us an opportunity to learn more about ourselves as well as our classmates. Some of us have been here since 3/4 and some of us came later. Either way, throughout our time here in New City, we've discovered many of our own beliefs and have made connections to each other around these beliefs. Our beliefs have helped shape our identities and mold our I Believe statements. This project allows the New City community to better understand the identities of the class of 2022 and what we believe in. When we're finished creating our list, we were challenged to pick one of those things and share them here at graduation. So without further ado, here are the I Believe statements for the class of 2022.
I believe in giving and getting second chances. I believe that if you push hard enough to get something in your life, you can succeed.
I believe that everyone is weird and we are all different, so why does it matter?
I believe in getting love, making peace, and developing family and having joy, because all of that is what someone needs to have love.
I believe that those who achieve success by stepping on others will never achieve success outside of their own mind. I believe in encouraging your friends to do their best. I believe that if you work hard, you can achieve your goals. I believe that true friends are like family, and if you dream, anything will become a reality. I believe that everyone deserves empathy. I believe that with love and kindness, you can make any community a stronger place.
I believe that making mistakes is part of the learning process.
I believe in looking at people with a color-conscious perspective. I believe everyone learns in their own way, so no one should be judged based on the way they learn. I believe in people being whoever they want to be. I believe in loving the imperfections. I believe in freedom and equality for everyone.
I believe that no one should have to live behind a mask.
I believe in no upsides or downsides of being different. Everyone is equal. I believe in summarizing all 30 things that we're supposed to write with this. I'm a believer.
I believe there are mistakes, don't define you.
I believe in having friends like siblings. Friends who make fun of you and have your back, laugh with you and help you focus, make inside jokes with you and approve at the right moments. Friends who believe you.
I believe in chasing your own dreams. I believe friends and family are more important than money.
Just like we practiced, well done, graduates. So good morning, graduates, faculty and staff, parents, trustees, families and friends. I'm Alexis Wright. I'm the head of school, and welcome to this special occasion where we congratulate and celebrate the 6th grade class on their graduation. And it is indeed a special occasion to be in person and together, something we should not take for granted after these past couple of years. One housekeeping note before we begin: you may see a speaker or two remove their mask, like I did, but the audience should keep their masks on. We did decide that if someone is at the podium and alone, they may opt to remove their mask to speak, or when they receive their diploma and have their picture taken. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's proceed with the ceremony. So I often think about these past couple of years and what they have meant to our children, and in particular, our graduates. So they've had to be flexible, patient, understanding, all while continuing to work to meet their goals. They've persevered. They should all feel very proud of the progress they have made. And we talk a lot about grit and resiliency here at New City School, and I think for sure these children have developed that grit and resiliency needed to keep pushing, to not give up, and to strive for success. These adolescents are veterans of remote learning, veterans of classes or lunch outside in the freezing cold, veterans of Zoom, changing schedules, quarantines at home, and a landscape that has shifted pretty much immediately right in front of everyone's eyes. And I know they are stronger for persisting through the pandemic, but they're also stronger because of other non-COVID related experiences. And every year, we reference all of the reflections that these children have been forced to do after a test, a paper, an exercise, or an activity, reflecting on their performance, what went well, what could have been different, what else could they have contributed to the problem or the situation. And sometimes the graduates and other children in the school make fun of those numerous reflective moments, but that work is ingrained in them, and they will take the power of reflection with them as they move forward in their lives. And I would just ask all the grown-ups, how many of us take the time to reflect on our actions, to deconstruct moments of interactions that we have with our colleagues, and to think about what we could do better the next time? I would say the folks who work at New City do that, but probably not all of us. So I'm very pleased that our graduates are going to take that skill with them as they move out into the world and onto secondary school. So graduates, all of you have made many positive strides here at New City. It is now time for you to celebrate your successes, prepare for the opportunities and challenges of the future. Your years at New City School have been transformational, and please have no doubt that your foundation for success in life has been set here. So you've learned to be a friend, to take care of each other, to appreciate the diversity of our community, to question, to volunteer, to push back, most of the time appropriately, to advocate, and to think deeply and creatively. I have enjoyed every laugh I've had with you and every moment of challenge, and I'm very proud to say that I've worked with all of you along your path that has led you to this stage. So each of you leaves New City School with a wealth of individual successes and accomplishments, which is due in large part to your teachers across the years here at New City. So graduates, I know you will thank your families and friends for their love and support, and I know you've also thanked your teachers as well who have helped you. But I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the entire faculty for their incredible devotion and attention not only to our graduates, but to all children in the school, particularly in such a different kind of year. So faculty and staff, please stand and be acknowledged. So graduates, we will soon hear some of your reflections and learn a little bit more about your interests and skills. But I would ask, where are those interests and skills going to take you? What are you going to do? Where are you going to leave your lasting impression, whether it's in life or career or community? How do you plan to lead for change as you continue to grow and encounter and enter new communities? And those are very big questions to think about. You don't have to answer them now, but I think all of us will be eternally curious about your indelible mark, your lasting impression, and how you choose to use your New City School education to impact the future. One way I know that you can leave your mark is to finish those 2 Lego projects that we've started. The globe and the world map, they'll be waiting for you, and you are more than welcome to come back anytime to finish that up. So, I know we've asked a lot of you, but as you leave New City School, I'm going to ask for just one more favor. I ask that you please stay in touch with us. Please be sure to come back for a visit, be it an alumni reunion, the picnic, to act as a tour guide at an open house, or just to say hello and let us know how you're doing. This sort of end of May is a fantastic time in the life of the school because the secondary schools get out and we have alumni just sort of spontaneously show up at the school, walk through the halls and look for their old teachers, former teachers, not old teachers. We would love for you to do that at any time. On behalf of the entire New City School community, I congratulate you on your graduation. Please take the memories of your New City School experience with you as you face the exciting challenges and opportunities of secondary school and beyond. So congratulations, thank you, and now I'd like to introduce our first graduate speaker, Rafi Kepix.
Throughout our time in New City, we've had some amazing times and some less than amazing times. None of us could have anticipated COVID, and though we will never get back the things we lost to it, we think that despite COVID, and maybe even because of it, we've grown both as a class and as people. Though we didn't get to do a 5th grade play, the writing and producing of the 6th grade play, trust me, more than made up for it. And for every 2 weeks we spent at home quarantine, we spent many more weeks at school having fun. Life can be tough, and whether or not COVID came into our lives, that would have been the case. In a way, though, the fact that we had to overcome obstacles related to COVID made us better at dealing with the smaller problems in our lives. For example, during the 6th grade camping trip, we were originally going to go to an island, but because of the storm, we couldn't. Now we still had an excellent experience that many of us will likely never forget, and the resilience we've built from the hurdles created by COVID prepared us for success on this camping trip. I wonder if when COVID is over, the small problems will feel like a breeze. Typical 6th grade challenges are supposed to be things like staying on top of homework, keeping friendships strong, and finding the right secondary school. We faced challenges well beyond the typical ones. Throughout the extreme obstacles COVID presented, we persevered by pulling together and supporting one another. I think that we've all succeeded far beyond anyone's expectations. It wasn't just an effort on our part, though. There were many people who surrounded, supported, and sacrificed for us. We don't want the story of the class of 2022 to center on COVID. Our experience was filled with positives and negative times, regardless of the pandemic. Sometimes we're so busy thinking about COVID that we may forget about all of the incredible things that weren't impacted. When we think of COVID in the future, I hope we remember the hard times and I all persevered, but I especially hope we remember the good times, the times that we wished would never end. The point is that life isn't easy. And if we didn't have to face COVID, we would have had to face something else. No matter where you go or what you do, there are always going to be obstacles and challenges. We'll always face opposition. As much as we like to think that if things were that way, it'd be easier, or if it weren't for this, everything would be fine, that simply is not the case. The key is to be able to push past those myths and persevere, and COVID has taught us how to do that pretty well. Life was and still is full of confusion and hardships, and in a lot of ways, COVID only amplified that. But for every missed experience, we had an extraordinary one. And for every time COVID messed everything up, there's a time that we banded together and made it work. And really, what more could we ask for? Thank you. I'd like to introduce Flannery and Zoe to speak next.
Hello and welcome to the graduation ceremony for New City Schools class of 2022. Zoe and I have been students here since 3/4, so it's only natural for us to give a speech about memories. To me, being here at New City for most of my life is very important because I've been part of this community since I was 3, and I've made most of my memories here. We've all had so many experiences and made so many memories together that we won't forget. One memory that we're excited to make is graduating with the class of 2022. Some people we're graduating with we've known for 9 years, and some we've only known for 1. But no matter what, we are all like a family.
As we prepared to write this speech, we asked every 6th grader to share one of their favorite memories of New City School. Camping trips, plays, and field day came up a lot. Those are some of the most recent and vivid memories, but here's some other memorable moments.
Megan's elf on the shelf when we were in 4-5s. It would move around the room every day, and even though Megan pretended she wasn't the one moving it, we all knew it was her.
Learning how melanin works by diluting chocolate milk when we were in kindergarten. We all learned about melanin in kindergarten because our project that year was making replicas of ourselves out of paper bags, popsicle sticks, stuff like that.
Singing songs in 1st grade. We sang in both our plays, Peter Pan and The Sneetches, and every afternoon before dismissal.
Learning to hold character during the 2nd grade play. This is especially important when something exciting or distracting happened. It was a very tough process. Those of you who saw our drama club play or our 6th grade play know that we've gotten much better at it.
Making our own games based on Native American stories during 3rd grade, and then we got to teach those games to our parents and grandparents. Since we made them ourselves, they almost broke a lot.
The Living Museum in 4th grade. We spent months researching individual changemakers, learning their biographies, writing and practicing speeches, and putting together costumes. It was lots of hard work, but when Living Museum was open, it was a lot of fun.
The 5th grade camping trip. We learned how to identify poison ivy and stinging nettles.
Our 6th grade memories are still forming. There was our Leading for Change work, which we were the first class to attempt. Also the 6th grade camping trip, when we successfully canoed out of a storm on the Missouri River. And finally, writing, directing, and producing our very own play.
When we pause to reflect on these shared memories, we notice that these activities don't involve just sitting in a classroom, which is, of course, the stereotypical picture of students in an elementary school. These are experiences that have helped us build and strengthen our relationships with each other. We'll never forget that, and we will carry it with us beyond the red doors. Thank you.
We would like to introduce Charlie and Finn to the stand next.
We are standing here before you feeling excited about our futures, and we want you to know that we realize we do not stand alone.
Since we know there are no words that can capture our thanks for you, we've thought of a better way of thanking you. Stand up if your child has ever forgotten materials that you had to bring to school.
Stand up if you have ever had traffic on the way to school.
up if you have ever watched a New City sports game.
Stand up if you had to drop everything to bring a forgotten item to school.
Stand up if you ever brought a grumpy child to school in the morning.
Stand up if you have ever donated time, talent, or treasure to any New City school drive.
Stand up if your child's items are still and forever will be in the lost and found. Sorry, Mom.
Stand up if you're one of the lucky few who ever found something in the lost and found.
Stand up if you have ever been involved with a last-minute carpool for your child.
Stand up if you ever had to rush to school to get a child to school on time.
Stand up if you have ever picked a sick child up from school.
Stand up if you have ever helped put a costume together for a child.
Stand up if you have ever gotten a call from New City about an injury.
Stand up if you have ever volunteered at New City School.
Stand up if you ever helped make or just made a diorama for your child.
Stand up if you had to help maneuver a Zoom for a student.
Stand up if you have ever had to purchase last-minute camping supplies.
Stand up if you have ever supported New City School by attending an event.
Stand up if you have ever taught any of us here, sitting here today.
As you can see, everyone here has been involved in some way or another in helping us arrive at this place. It is very clear to see that over the years, these contributions have helped us stretch and grow in order to reach this momentous day. At New City, we have learned that everyone is here for each other. We have also learned the importance of gratitude, so we thank you sincerely for all of your contributions.
We would also like to give one last important thank you. We would like to offer thanks to all of our teachers for helping us get to where we are now. Over the years, all of our teachers have helped us be our best selves and taught us to always be present. And thank you to Alexis and Lori who have helped us and always supported us during the hard times of this pandemic. Lastly, thanks to all of our parents for helping us get through hard times and helped us graduate to our present selves. Thank you. Next, Alexis will introduce our first guest speaker.
Thank you, Finn and Charlie. So I'm pleased to introduce our first graduate speaker from the class of 2016, Julia Wolf, who has just graduated from Crossroads College Prep School. Julia will be attending Vassar College in New York in the fall, and a few weeks ago she was featured in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch as their featured scholar athlete. Julia was a straight A student, took 8 advanced placement classes in 3 years, and was captain of the Crossroads volleyball and soccer teams, while also earning conference recognition for leadership with the basketball and soccer teams. Please welcome Julia.
Okay, I'm Julia, already been introduced, class of 2016, and it may seem like I'm a little bit far removed from you all in age, and I can't offer any wisdom. But in response to this, I have a few memories to share with you. I remember crying as my parents left me in the basement on the first day of 3/4. I remember running into the railing in front of the main entrance. I remember painting the Drippin' mural on the blacktop. I remember playing touch football and doing girls on the run on the field. And I remember field day with the sponge pass and the obstacle course around the playground. Now, I'm sure much has changed in the 6 years I've been gone, but my point still remains. I remember the essence of New City, the sheer joy and happiness, and the strong community and sadness. 6 years ago, in spring of 2016, I was exactly where you all are, sitting on the stage, awaiting what was to come. For the first time, I felt as if I had my whole life ahead of me, and I knew what great expectations were. In the end, I'm no different from you. I graduated from high school a little over a week ago, and I felt that same hope and joy. I invite you all to welcome the feeling and to let it guide you into your middle and high school years. Your hope will keep you kind, and it will keep your path steady. Of course, I am not saying there will be no trouble. I am certain there will be. That is guaranteed. But this school creates the type of person who can stumble and get back up every time. The type of person who sees why laughing at one's own mistakes is a good thing, and then grows because of them, but not in spite of them. I am excited for the adventures that the next 6 years and beyond is bound to bring for you all. On the other side of it, I can say for certain that if you bring optimism and a little laughter to it, you will all be set. You are well prepared. Never doubt that. Have faith in yourself and your power. With perseverance and that hope, you are certainly able to reach your dreams, if only you reach out and grab them. For my last piece of advice, I'll say this. Do what makes you happy. Find the people who will spend all day finding the right words to say to make you laugh when it's been a day meant for crying. They will bring you comfort. Find the passions that make you feel so alive, you wonder how it ever was that you could have lived without them. These will bring you vigor. Find the pursuits that make you uncomfortable, and in the face of that discomfort, allow yourself to grow and become something new. Your comfort zone is a dangerous place, and there is so much of the world outside of your comfort zone to explore. With these people, things, and journeys, I have found my home over and over again, and I have become someone that I admire. I have become someone I know my 12-year-old self, the one sitting on that graduation stage 6 years ago, would look at and be proud of. And that is a beautiful thing. I know you all will be able to say the same in 6 years. And I encourage you to keep this thought as a reminder to always be true to yourself and to find the pieces of life that allow you to be who you want to be. I'd like to introduce the 6th grade teachers up on the stage.
I'm Nicole Post, one of the 6th grade teachers. We have Jill and Genevieve. Voltaire, a prolific French writer and philosopher who lived from 1694 to 1778, said, "Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well." As the 6th grade team, Genevieve, Jill, and myself, took some time to appreciate the many different levels of excellence we have seen in this graduating class. We then wrote individual awards that certainly don't come close to encompassing every beautifully complex aspect of these phenomenal humans. These awards, rather, celebrate our culture of belonging in 6th grade and are a symbol of our gratitude for these many, many gifts. It is one way that we say to these incredible people, we see you, we love you, you inspire us, you belong. So thank you to the class of 2022 for everything you are and all that you have brought to this community. New City School is a better place because you were here. As we do the awards, please hold your applause until all of the awards have been announced.
Thank you for the stool. It's my honor to give the Red Doors Award to Avril. Please stand. The Red Doors Award is for you because she truly embodies what New City stands for. Avril is welcoming to all and embraces life's challenges through thoughtful reflection, open-mindedness, and relentless hard work.
For Charlie, the Golden Award, not just for his gold medal-worthy soccer skills, but because Charlie has a heart of gold, is a solid gold friend tall, and has a golden work ethic. We will make it through these.
For Darby, the Head, Hand, and Heart Award. For their hands are constantly busy, whether sculpting, painting, drawing, their mind is always wondering about the world around them, and their heart is always invested in the world.
For Dean, the Lois Lowry Award for his love of literature and deep understanding of all things written. Like the lead character in The Giver, Dean is intelligent, passionate, and unrelenting in his search for truth.
To Elsa, Won't You Be Thy Neighbor Award, for she is good to everyone, plays by the rules, has a positive attitude, and the biggest of hearts.
Where's it, Finn? The Laughter as Medicine Award, for seeing the humor in our existence and taking delight in the smallest things and the shortest of moments. Finn's smile is a testament to his philosophy that life is a real joy, even when it's challenging.
I am having a hard time staying centered. Okay, Flannery. We've got the You Can Go Your Own Way Award. Let me say that again. You Can Go Your Own Way Award for her unabashed self-expression, colorful personality, ability to always remain true to herself, and her fearlessness in standing up for what she believes in.
For Isaiah, the World of Wonder Award, for his curiosity about all things. Whether it is inquiring about the next snack time or questioning the issues of the world, Isaiah is always posing questions and making us all think.
For Kendall, the Power of One Award, for leading by example, making wise and careful choices for herself, and modeling genuine inclusivity in relationships with others.
For Conrad, Optimist International Award, because when he encounters adversity, he unfailingly sees the cup as half full, and through his resolute convictions, leads others by example.
For Lena, the Bring It On Award, because she is always committed to her personal best, unwavering and steadfast, in touch with her own strengths. Lena's a leader in taking on new challenges.
For Logan, the Dormant Volcano Award, for his calm coolness on the outside that is just waiting to erupt with laughter, dancing, and excitement.
Lucas, the Humankind Award, for his empathetic nature, his insight, his sensitivity, and for making the world a better place and being a friend to all.
Luke, the Just Say It Award, for not being afraid to go out on a limb to deepen his understanding and strike up a conversation without fear of judgment.
For Mason, the Patan Award, did I say it right? Patan. Because if there was ever a person that embodies the rules to live by, it is most assuredly Mason.
Miles, there you are. Miles. The Leonardo da Vinci Award, for his wide-ranging artistic abilities, his logical mathematical talents, and his creative vision beyond his years.
Nicholas. For Nicholas, the Knowledge is Power Award, for the vast amount of information in his brain and for realizing that there is so much data yet to harness.
Paulo, the Pablo Neruda Award, for his empathetic nature, his insight and sensitivity to the world, as well as his willingness to grow.
Peter, for the Sincerely Yours Award, for a life well lived with honesty and integrity, sincere hard work, sincere friendships, and a sincerely big heart.
Rafi, the Joyful Learner Award, for his sincere curiosity, perceptive quick wit, creative thinking, and relentless passion for all he does.
Rohan, Sunshine on a Rainy Day Award, for no matter how his day is going, he puts a smile on the face of those around him with an encouraging word, compliment, or friendly greeting.
Sydney, the Lean On Me Award, for she is a good listener, a thoughtful friend, a loyal supporter, and a constant companion.
And last but not least, Zoe. For Zoe, the Inner Compass Award, for consistently choosing to take the right path, be it academic or personal, and doing so with humility and kindness.
Thank you, guys.
I would like to next introduce our next guest speaker, Mila Pata. Mila will graduate in a few days from John Burroughs School, where she will next head to UCLA in the fall to major in Spanish and environmental science. While at Burroughs, Mila played varsity soccer, field hockey, and was a leader of the Environmental Awareness Club. In addition to this, she also participated in several other clubs and activities. In addition to also speaking here today to us, Mila has been selected to speak at her upcoming graduation for Burroughs as well. So please welcome Mila.
Thank you for that. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, staff, Alexis, and of course the beloved class of 2022. Today we gather to celebrate the accomplishments, triumphs, and hard work of this outstanding group of sixth graders. It truly felt like just yesterday that I was in the same shoes as all of you, getting ready to depart a place I had seemingly known my whole life, the friends I had grown up with since preschool, the teachers that helped me form into the woman I had and have become. It was no doubtedly a little bit scary, perhaps daunting, but more than anything, I was excited. I was excited to meet so many new people with new interests, try new sports and activities, and begin to start a new chapter in my life. Funny I'm speaking to all of you on this topic, as I'm about to do the same thing all over again, but on a scale that seems 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger, 10 times scarier, yet 10 times more exciting. I'm bound to move to a city I've never visited before, to a school with an undergraduate population of 30,000, out of whom I know about 4. Writing this speech, however, has helped me reflect deeply on my transitional experience from New City to secondary school, which brings me a certain comfort in the endeavor I myself am going to go through in 4 months. On my first day at Burroughs, I was beyond nervous. To be fair, it was nervous excitement, but I think that it goes without saying that your first day in a new environment, especially a new school, can be overwhelming, scary, and nerve-wracking. I'm sure most of you will feel the same way on your first days of school this fall, but I can almost guarantee you that it will be short-lived. What I remember most about my first few months of 7th grade were not all of the nerve-wracking moments. Because if I'm being honest, I don't even remember them. But I remember my first middle school field hockey game, my first spirit week, walking to Ladue Market with my friends on Friday afternoons. I remember the people that I met and am even closer to now, and the traditions that have carried on through my 6 years of middle and high school. What I'm getting at is that every single one of you is more than prepared for any academic or social challenge that you will encounter than you can imagine. So allow yourself on focusing on making new friends, taking time to experience new things, and utilize every opportunity you're granted. All of you are intelligent and kind and respectful and empathetic, all qualities that have been instilled into your education here at New City. The exercises, lessons, and approach to learning that you've been exposed to is invaluable and will carry you not only through high school, but your life beyond. I am so incredibly grateful to have gotten the opportunity to go to New City and for the many, many things it has taught me. Remember to hold close the tenets and values that you've learned here, as they help to shape your views, thoughts, and opinions. Have the courage to stay tethered to what you believe, but always allow yourself to keep an open mind. Treat every situation as an opportunity to learn, whether that be a debate, a qualm with a friend, even a bad test grade. Finally, what I think is a challenge for so many of us, me included, is to allow ourselves to cut ourselves some slack. You are all driven and ambitious, which are admirable and important traits, but balance always needs to exist, especially when it comes to school. Unfortunately, sometimes no matter how hard you try, no matter the amount of work you put into something, it might not always go your way. It's vital to remember that sometimes things like this just happen, and it is okay to accept it and move on. Grades in school are not a reflection of your value or who you are as a person. This year, with the college application process, it took me the hard way to learn this lesson. Although my example is specific to school, I believe that it can be applied to so many facets of our lives. I started writing my common application essays the summer before my senior year, trying to craft something perfect that would make me stand out to any college board of admissions. Prior to my first application deadline of November 1st, I decided where I wanted to send my early decision application, a binding agreement, meaning that if I got into the school I applied to early decision, I absolutely had to attend. I decided to apply early decision to a school I had researched and visited and convinced myself was perfect. I spent hours and hours working on my essays, making edit after edit, and after finally submitting my applications, the early decision included, I began the period of waiting. I had about a month and a half to wait until I heard back from the school where I ED'd, which I will tell you was quite a stressful time. Finally, when the fateful day did come, I had more emotions than I could count. Excitement, nerves, fear. When I did open the letter, it consisted of my rejection, which hit me harder than I'd like to admit. At that moment, I felt as though all of the hard work I'd put into school and sports and extracurriculars had gone to waste, that all the time I'd put into applying to college was a waste. Although my take on the situation was a little bit dramatic, it's understandable to be frustrated and upset and questioning after you feel as though you failed at something that you've invested an insurmountable amount of time into. Jump to about 5 months, many hours of work, and 10 out of 15 rejections later, everything has come to fruition, and I'm going to a school that I had no intention of even getting into, but could not be more thrilled to go to. I get to move to Los Angeles, maybe study abroad, meet hundreds of new people, and begin a new chapter in my life that I'm beyond excited about. The moral of my story is that not everything is going to go right. We're not always going to get our way, and that is okay because it opens up so many possibilities we didn't even know existed. We are inevitably going to fail sometimes, which again is okay, but it's about how we pick ourselves back up and find the positive in what has happened. If there's anything you take away from what I've said today, I hope that it is to take advantage of every opportunity you're granted and realize the inevitability of facing adversity, yet being able to find the lessons and benefits in the challenges that you face. My last and final piece of advice is something I've heard a million times, but never believed until rather recently, which is that the next 6 years will absolutely fly by and never take a moment for granted. Like I said, it feels like just yesterday that I was sitting in the same seats as all of you, and in 6 more years, one of you will probably be up here saying the very same thing. I look forward to seeing all of the accomplishments and successes that all of you will no doubtedly achieve. Once again, a huge congratulations to the wonderful class of 2022, and I wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Hi. So in schools, people learn, they make friends, and they do other important things. Everything in school has some importance, but trust me, there are things that have more importance in school than just writing and reading and math. We also learn how to function in a community and be a supportive peer and friend. Another thing on the infinitely expanding list of things I love about this school is that current events are not restricted from our learning. We're taught about heavy things, and that is a massive preparation for leaving school altogether, because believe it or not, the world has some pretty heavy stuff. No matter how hard these events might be, they're still part of our world. These challenges and events help shape us and bond us to one another. They bring us together through shared emotion, whether pain or sadness or excitement and joy, something that we all experience no matter what. No matter how many challenges and roadblocks stand in our way, our community is strong. Our community is so strong, and I know that all the people here today have felt or are feeling many emotions about leaving things and people we know behind. These feelings are not a weakness or a burden. They are simply showcasing how much we've grown as a class and as a friend. And it also shows how much we care about each other. And all the negative things that we might tell ourselves should not be able to control us, because we know that we will always remember each other and our friendships. We're the class of 2022, and we are strong, and we will make it no matter what stands in our way. Even though this transition will be hard, and even if it might be sad, we're stronger than we think, and we're stronger together. After all, we can't stop all the changes we face in our lives, because if we do stop, the world is not going to wait for us. But as long as we link hands and hearts and we run, we'll be able to get where we're going without leaving anyone behind. We all have to make a promise now that we cannot break. Promise that we will never leave one of us behind. We're linked together. We're a community, and a strong one too. We can't let a little change interfere with that. We're the class of 2022, and we don't give up, and we never let go. Okay, now I'd like to introduce Eric Minnitt, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Eric is also an alum of New City and the parent of 2 graduates from the class of 2017 and the class of 2020. Welcome.
What an amazing day. Wow. So, I don't pretend to be able to compete with any of the speakers that you've had here today. I have to say I am thankful to be on the board at New City School, to have had the opportunity to chair the board for the last 3 years, COVID challenges aside. And I think my message to our graduates and to our parents is a little bit around appreciation, and it really goes back to my experience at New City School. I attended New City from 1980 to 83, but in I guess it would have been 87 when my class graduated and sat on the stage. I wasn't here. And as my children came here and graduated in 2017 and 2020, I wanted to make sure that they understood that and appreciated the New City education. Because after leaving New City, I went to a parochial school, and I went to public school. I attended 3 elementary schools after New City, and that gave me an enormous appreciation for what New City School offers, the type of education that you receive, the way that these minds have been expanded, because I only experienced it for 3 years, and they were 3 of the most amazing years of my education. So I'm going to ask all of the graduates to do something hard, which is really reflect, there's that word again, and appreciate what you've been given and what you've achieved in a situation where it's all you've known, right? It's so much easier when you step away from something or you lose something to really appreciate what it gave you and how it was different, how it was special. But it's really hard when it's all you've known to step back and put it in perspective and realize what a special time it was. And I am encouraged, enlivened, and emotional about the speeches we've heard from these graduates today, because they seem to understand just that. So I want to say congratulations. I know this is all you've known, and you're about to step out into 6 years of junior high and high school. That will be an amazing experience as well. But I can tell you for certain that the foundation you have built here has prepared you extremely well, and you will do amazing things. So congratulations to the class of 2021-2022. And now I'm going to introduce Laurie Smielek to make a few remarks before we present diplomas.
Good morning, everyone. So you've come to the end of your journey at New City, and you're about to embark on your next journey. Throughout your years at MCS, you've learned who you are, what you care about, and who you want to be. Please carry your beliefs, so beautifully articulated in your "This I Believe" statements, with you. No matter what comes next, always stay true to who you are, because who you are is amazing. I just recently read this book, I Am Every Good Thing, by Derek Barnes and Gordon C. James. It's written from the perspective of a young child who is unapologetically celebrating who he is, his multiple intelligences, and all the ways of being and belonging in this world. And so today I wanted to share parts of it with you, as so many of his words remind me so much of all of you. Took a little liberty and changed the I ams to you are. You are a non-stop ball of energy, powerful and full of light. You are a go-getter, a difference maker, a leader. You are every good thing that makes the world go round. Like gravity or the glow of moonbeams over a field of brand new snow. You are skateboard tricks, scraped knees and elbows, but you know what? You're right back on your feet again. You're one eye open, one eye closed, peeking through a microscope, gazing through a telescope, checking out the spaces around you, and plotting out those far-off places you have yet to go, but will. You're a cool breeze, a perfect paper airplane that glides for blocks, for miles, forever. You are a roaring flame of creativity, a lightning round of questions, a star-filled sky of solutions. You are an explorer, planting a flag on every square foot of this planet where you belong. You are a sponge soaking up information, knowledge, and wisdom. You want it all, and you are all ears. You are Saturday mornings in the summertime. You are 2 bounces and a front flip off the diving board. You are hilarious. You are the life of the party. You are that smile forming on your face right now. You are a friend. You are real. You are tight hugs, a hand to hold, a shoulder to cry on, if you have to, and I hope you never have to. You are that sound in the forest where the mighty tree falls. You are waves crashing gently on the shore. You are a force of nature, a miracle, a blessing. You are brave. You are hope. You are your ancestors' wildest dreams. You are worthy of success, of respect, of safety, of kindness, of happiness. You are good to the core, like the center of a cinnamon roll. Yeah, that good. It's been my pleasure serving as your principal these past 4 years. So now we're going to present you guys with your diploma, so please stand. Everyone else, please hold your applause until the end. Peter Brand Begum. Oh yeah.
gonna stand right here. Yeah, come on. Smile.
Got it. Kendall Carolyn Bilchick.
Congratulations, Kendall.
Elsa Rosemary Kudnick.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Halu Mateo Jaimo Ochoa.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Sydney Darcel Holness.
Congratulations.
Rafael Casson Kepix. Lucas Robert Kuplin.
Congratulations.
Logan Jalen Ledbetter.
Congratulations. Congratulations, buddy.
Zoe Alexandra Makepeace.
Congratulations. Well done.
Luke Allen Manning.
Congratulations.
Lena Mofidi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Isaiah Joseph Shai Milberman.
Congratulations.
Miles Joseph Morris.
Congratulations.
Flannery Jane Miles Williams.
Congratulations.
Jared Mason Odom.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Rohan Vivek Patel.
Congratulations, buddy.
Nicholas Franklin Radford. Charles Jones Rickard. Darby Michael Sheridan. Finn Charles Tewitt.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Conrad Jean Sebastian Chopin. Dean West Woodard. April Jane Lee. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
When I started out my time at New City School, all I knew was that it was a school that contained classrooms and children and teachers and books and smartboards. What I didn't know is that New City contained a heart, personality, friendships, unique ways of learning, and joy. All of these qualities have blended together to form a thriving community. This community has embodied qualities that we value. Because of this, New City School has become a part of me and my peers. I remember feeling sad when I was younger, thinking about how I spend most of my waking hours at school and not with my parents. But what I have learned is that I am so incredibly lucky to be part of an exuberant and joyful community like New City Schools. We have been able to become friends with people who are different than us and we might have not imagined connecting with. We have been able to be confident about who we are as people and as learners. We have been able to learn lessons about current events that we otherwise would have not learned. And most importantly, we've had fun going to school, or at least I hope we have. And let me tell you, I never expected to say those words. I'm incredibly fortunate to be graduating with the class of 2022 and to have met and learned with all of you guys around me. If not for you all, I wouldn't be who I am today. We have so many memories with each other. We have been able to create amazing relationships with our peers, and I have to admit, I'll be quite saddened to leave and go to a new school. I have been with some of you guys for 6 years, and I know you inside out. I'm an only child, and so the class of 2022 embodies a big family to me, and everyone is like my sibling. No matter where we end up, we have memories and inside jokes that can stay with us forever. Like when my friend broke a pencil, and we spent the rest of extended day trying to tape it back together. And let me tell you, it wasn't successful. Or Ohio fried chicken, the obsession of 3rd grade, and the shape republic, which was definitely an obsession in 4th grade. And of course, I cannot forget Shrekism, which, if you have seen our play, you would know is a religion solely based off of the belief that Shrek created Earth. By having memories like these, we can create inside jokes that can stay with us for a long time. I find this really special because having these jokes gives us a sense of belonging within this community. I will always appreciate my classmates for making our NCS experience fun, for putting up with me and my melodramaticness, for telling jokes that made us laugh, for making mistakes, for succeeding, for spending hours on homework and recesses spent playing soccer games. Elementary school was a good time, and we all hope that secondary school is no different. Every one of us is incredible and unique people, and we are so lucky to have spent time with each other. This graduation is only the start of a major journey we are to embark upon. We may go different ways and take different paths, but I'm excited to see where these paths take us and where we crisscross back into each other's lives. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Alexis for closing remarks.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, graduates. Thank you for the words, the reflections, the memories. And thanks to all of you for being here to help celebrate this special moment. The graduates are going to recess in just a moment. You'll be able to meet them outside on the playground. We will have some food and refreshments set up in the dining hall, and then we'll ask that you just take your food, and we've got some seating set up outside as well. So we hope you'll all stay and linger and chat a bit more with the class. So thanks to everybody for being here today. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You made it, you did it. Congratulations on all your hard work.
To thank my parents for always believing in me. I would like to thank my parents and my brother for helping me with all my homework assignments, whether it was math or reading. I'd like to thank Dean and Rohan for being my friends from the very beginning.
opening our hearts to that kids in UC.
I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me and encouraging me to do my best.
I would like to thank my dad for always helping me with Spanish and vocabulary homework and for always supporting me. I would like to thank my mom for making sure I always had all of my materials.
Thank you, Mom, for preventing me from getting really mad at Dad sometimes.
Thank you, Mom, for helping me get up in the morning, and thank you, Dad, for helping me with my math homework.
I would like to thank my mom and dad for picking me up from school every day with a smile on their face.
I would like to thank Mary McDevitt for teaching us to the hardest days of COVID. I would like to thank all the people who work an extended day for dealing with me after school. Thank you, Sosa, for all the senior ratings to you when you were halfway across the country. Thank you to my mom and my sister for always having my back during rough times. I want to thank my parents for helping me with my